After being turned away on the border to Iraq due to insufficient documents, I was forced to return back to Kuwait City, and once again, I found myself spending yet another night inside my luxury billboard hotel.
Once again back at Billy's billboard. But yeah, I didn't think I was gonna come back here again, but here we are. I spoke to Fahad, he's not available. Yusuf, I can't even reach him. But the good thing about Middle East, at least Arab countries like this, is that there's fridges many places. So after people are finished eating, they throw a bunch of food in the fridges for, well, people that are less fortunate. So yeah, I took that opportunity today and just grabbed this. It is, I don't even know what it is. I barely even tried it. It's like, oh yeah, we got some pork. No, we don't have got pork. They don't eat pork here. But we got some meat, goat meat. It's like tomato sauce. It's good as fuck.
When it came to entering Iraq, I seemed to be facing a problem. When I was previously at the border, they informed me that getting a visa on arrival with the passport I was holding was impossible. But the information I had gathered told me otherwise. I ended up going to the Iraqi embassy to explain my situation, but they were as helpless as could be. In my attempt to gather more information, I came to find out that most European passports, including my own, were in fact eligible for a visa at the border.
It says that visas can be bought at airports and at the land borders. Well, that's not fucking true. Whoever wrote that, you're a piece of shit.
I tried reaching out to different embassies around the region, but without any luck. I did, however, manage to get in contact with an acquaintance who lived in Baghdad, who offered to be my translator over the phone if I were to run into the same problem at the border again. So with that, I figured that I may as well take the chance of trying to cross into Iraq a second time without any additional documents or papers, rather with a firm and confident approach. I stayed in Kuwait for a couple of days until Ramadan had finished before saying goodbye to my billboard hotel once again, hoping it would be the last. Finally, in similar fashion, I began hitchhiking towards the border.
What's your name? Mohammed. Okay, I'm Tommy. Mohammed gave me Barbican? Barbican. Thank you so much. I've only had non-alcoholic beer in Middle East.
This time, I somehow managed to get to the border incredibly fast, and I immediately jumped on a bus to take me across. When I made it to the Iraqi side, I was slightly nervous, but not once did they ask me any questions whatsoever. They simply handed me a piece of paper to fill out, and 30 minutes later, I had my visa in hand and proceeded to immigration to stamp me right in. Just like that, I made it into the country and was beyond grateful. On the other hand, I couldn't help but wonder why they turned me back when I attempted to enter the first time. I guess that's something that should slip away into the past and be forgotten about, because now I was just happy it wouldn't affect me anymore.
Yeah, I managed to cross into Iraq. First people I met, they even offered me money with 2 kids on a bike. They asked if I'd eaten, if I'd drank, and they offered me money. I obviously said no, like I don't want to take money, but yeah, it just shows you that I think the people here are probably equally as great as the people I've met in previous countries on this trip. What's your name?
My name is Ali.
Ali.
نعم.
I'm Tommy.
أهلا وسهلا.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome. Nice to meet you.
I just met Ali here. He stopped me while walking along the road. He was like, "You want to grab coffee?" And I'm like, yeah, "Sure, why not?" Yeah, first day I just came from Kuwait.
Okay.
Yeah.
This sleep يعني car.
No car.
No car.
ما في car.
يعني مشي للبصرة.
ماشي or car or I don't know.
هسه أنا أشوف لك سيارة وخلونا يدزونك للبصرة. حياك الله وأهلا وسهلا. No speak English شوي.
Yeah, no speak Arabic. This is the best coffee I've ever had.
ألف عافية.
Or is it
or chocolate or something. There's a lot of sugar in here, but it's fantastic. And he also invited me to his home to shower. To eat. And I'm with my new friend here too. Say hello.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, I've just been dropped off here in this, well, probably one of the nicest rooms I've ever been in a house. He kind of just left now. We got pistachios right here. We got chocolate, almonds. And he told me that I should have a shower, which, to be fair, I don't know, I kind of look a little bit dirty. I didn't even think I was going to get invited to any houses looking like this, but it is what it is. Anyhow, he also said we should have lunch. Are you kidding me? I haven't even been here for an hour yet. I'm 200 meters away from the border. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Apples, oranges, chicken, rice.
Bread Iraqi.
Okay, what's the name?
Bread.
It's just bread. No, Iraqi name.
Iraq bread.
Iraq bread. Okay, okay.
It's so good.
Very good. What to get food Iraq. This food Iraq.
This is food Iraq. Yeah, very good, very tasty.
على أبو مهدي بالحجية مشكور مشكور. All right, plan of action. I don't know. I feel like they kind of offered me to take me to Basra, but I just told them to drop me off here, outskirts of the city, basically where he picked me up. I don't really care. I don't even want to go to Basra right now. Sun's gonna set in an hour, which means if I go to a big city, it's gonna be pretty hard to find somewhere to camp. So the plan is I'm just gonna walk along the highway. I expect less and less buildings and infrastructure in general, so maybe I can find somewhere to sleep early. Yeah, I'm looking for a place to set up shop for the night. I found this place. Doesn't look too bad. Well, no, I'm not sleeping in here. I just wanted to see what it looked like. Don't worry, there's nothing there.
Honestly, I have such a good feeling today. Why? Well, first of all, I slept for like 12 hours. I just slept right here. I didn't even sleep in my hammock. Secondly, there's a lot of birds that I can hear. Different kinds of birds. And it's kind of like moist. In a sense, it really reminds me of a European summer morning. And that's always a good sign.
I think the mission of the morning is to hitch a ride to Basra, 40 kilometers maybe, shouldn't be too far, maybe even 35. Take out some money, make sure I got some cash on me, and then, yeah, well, that's the mission first, get to Basra. Assalamu alaikum. You go to Basra?
Basra, eh?
Shukran.
Where are you from?
Norway. Basra is actually a pretty big city. I could probably walk for a few hours and I'll still be here.
You just gave me this.
Shukran, Habibi. I just got a mystery box here. He came and gave me this, and he's had his whole trunk full of candy. He just gave me a shitload of stuff. Like, what the fuck is this? I gotta eat this now because it's gonna melt. What? He just stopped like randomly. He didn't say anything. He just gave it to me. Are you kidding? Yeah, I've decided I'm gonna walk to Nazariya. 200 something kilometers. I'm pretty bored. I wanna use my body. Been too lazy recently, man. Hitchhiking is just, it's almost too easy. I guess this is where he got the ice cream from. What an absolute champion. Assalamu alaikum. It's okay. Just Mashi. No problem, no problem. It's okay, it's okay. Shukran. Shukran.
عفوا وين تقول؟
I don't know. I'm just walking.
It's walking?
Yeah, just
سباحة؟
just يمشي.
يمشي؟
Yeah.
وين يلا افهم؟
Norwich.
نرويج. راك بلد بس حارة.
Yeah, no problem. This is Tigris?
Tigris?
Yeah, river.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I just got picked up by Abud. He insisted, so we're going to his house now. It was hard to say no.
أهل طيب ما نخلي واحد غريب يمشي بشارع ونشوفه ونعبر عليه إذا ما نضيفه. احنا العراقيين كلنا طيب كلنا كرم وصلها وين ما توصلها وصل. نفسيتنا ما تخلينا وكرمنا ما يخلينا نخلي واحد غريب يجي بدل ما نضيفه عندنا. فهذا بلدك الثاني يعني العراق والنرويج.
Brother, yeah.
هاي كليجة عراقية. هاي كليجة عراقية متمر. تمر شو يسمونه بالانجليزي؟
We're live on TikTok.
لايف تيك توك.
وين الباقيين؟ 6 وين ال6 الباقيين؟
Thursday, Friday. White.
يو هذا سويت.
Okay. Look at this.
So far, the hospitality in Iraq had been like nothing I'd ever experienced anywhere else. Here, the second you step outside, you can be sure that there will be someone who wants to take you in, help you out, or do anything to make your life even a tiny bit easier.
What is this?
لبن.
Lebanon.
لبن.
Okay.
My motivation to spend the next few days walking mostly came from the fact that I'd barely moved around physically in the last, I'd say, month. Hitchhiking seemed a little too lazy, and with all the food I had consumed in Kuwait, my body was overdosing on energy and I had to brainstorm some way to burn it.
Well, it looks like I ain't walking that far today. Just spent 2 hours with them, more than 2 hours. It's hard to tell them that you want to leave when they keep giving you shit. I don't know, it's incredibly hospitable people. It's unbelievable. I don't know how I'm gonna continue walking because I'm full as fuck. But I gotta start saying no to things, man. I tried saying no to him, but he insisted. It was a good meal though, I'm full as fuck. I don't have to eat more today. I still got the chocolate in my pockets that I was supposed to eat, but I can't eat that now. Do I really smell this bad? The people even give me perfume? Fuck it, hell. I guess I should take the hint now. I smell pretty bad. I met my new friends here. It's video. Video. House.
Hey, let's go.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah, let's go.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, thank you so much. It's okay. I will just enjoy this for a bit. No, it's okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I will continue this way. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. These people are too nice. But like, I don't know. I'm walking to be a little bit uncomfortable right now. That's the thing. I don't know if they find out I'm fucking wild camping. Fucking hell, they're probably gonna get so mad.
Turning down an invitation from a local who has your best interest in mind is an incredibly difficult thing to do, and I'd be lying if I said that was the first time I refused a housing offer that day. There were in fact plenty of them. Conversely, had I accepted every single invitation, I wouldn't have gotten to walk even as little as 100 meters that day. They just kept pouring in at an astonishing frequency. I turned down the last offer, not realizing that it might have been a potential sleeping spot, and instead ended up in a dirty roadside shack for the night.
Yeah, good morning. I had to go into this shack. Originally I was going to sleep in this abandoned construction site, you can call it that, but 2 dogs had made it their homes and wasn't too happy when they came back and saw a foreigner trying to sleep there. So yeah, they're actually like, it's just here. This place. Look at these guys. That's the dogs.
Just past the checkpoint behind me. There's a lot of them, but they're only one direction. Now I'm walking on the opposite side of the road today. Yeah, they carry like these massive ass fucking weapons. And they're basically telling, I don't understand what they're saying, but they're basically saying, what the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck are you walking? And then they find out where I'm from and actually what I'm doing, and they're just really friendly. Assalamu alaikum. Very good. What's your name?
I'm Karam.
Karat. Karal. Nice to meet you. Yeah, he just invited me to his shop. He gave me some juice. It's pretty hot outside. It's 10:30 or something. It's not even at the hottest part of the day yet, but sweating a little bit. So he invited me here. Got AC, some cold drinks. Can't complain. Thank you so much. He gave me a fuckload of water, some more snacks, apples, oranges.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti. Yeah, you like?
As I continued walking along the road, an older man stopped me and began talking to me. He could tell that I'd been outside all day, judging from the color of my clothes and my sweaty forehead. He asked me if I wanted to come into his house for a momentary break, and given the high temperature, I gave in and accepted his invitation.
So I've just been invited into another house. This time I said yes. I take a break every hour, and it's been an hour now, so I figured, you know what, why not take a break? My feet, yeah, they're pretty dirty. I told them, like, is it okay to come in here? And they're like, yeah, no problem.
I was indirectly forced into their bathroom to have a shower, and when I came out, they offered to clean my clothes. I didn't really have a fresh set of clean clothes in my bag, and I tried explaining that there was no point in cleaning them, because soon I would start walking again and return to my usual filth anyway. Honestly, I think I just didn't want to get stuck inside that house for half of the day waiting for them to dry. I donated my Saudi Arabian headscarf to the older man, and we took some photos together. Looking back at them, I probably should have gotten my clothes cleaned, but it is what it is. Before leaving, I was of course offered an abundance of food.
Okay. We got fish, bread, fruits. Thank you. Shukran. Shukran.
اهلا وسهلا.
You see running after him.
لا لا ما هذا
The buffaloes. Iraqi.
والله هاي روح.
Back on the road again. After a 2.5 hour break. It was supposed to be 10 minutes. But it is what it is. Yeah, they wanted me to stay the entire night. And well, they said the same thing yesterday too, but I gotta keep going, you know, I wanna make a bit of progress. Which, I mean, I have been making a lot of progress. Like 30 kilometers today. But I wanna aim for 50. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to have time for it before the sun goes down. Maybe. I know Arabic.
يا دولة
Sorry?
يا دولة أنت.
My country? Norwich. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam. How are you?
Fine.
Good. اليوم هنا.
Nice to meet you.
تعال.
Come with you. Okay. Ah, this for me. Oh, shukran.
وين مشي وين؟
Nasriya.
نصرية.
Yeah. As the sun was about to dip below the horizon and 50 kilometers under my belt, I was looking for a place to spend the night. Luckily, this man who began talking to me was hanging out with an English teacher who just so happened to live in the house beside. He called me over, and just like that, I had to look no further regarding a place to spend the night.
It's very near here, yes?
Yes, right next to the road. What your name? Ahmed.
Ahmed, yes.
Okay, yeah, I just met Ahmed on the streets. He called me over with a smile and said, "Hey, you got anywhere to sleep tonight?" And I was like, "Not really." And he's like, "Sleep in my house. It's right here." Right next to the road. So I can just continue walking tomorrow when I wake up, and yeah. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. That's a big house.
You know, this is new one, you know. Old one, I'm not making, this is icy one.
Why make a new one?
My house is old one.
Old. He threw me straight into the shower, just like everyone else that had taken me in. But this time, I actually approved the offer to get my clothes washed. Once clean, I was invited for some famous Iraqi kebab. We got the kebabs, we got the rice and meat.
And this is meat and kebab.
This is the same?
Same.
ما يلوحنا صورة ها.
Oh, okay,
And he said, I want picture or something, this is why.
Amazing. Yeah, this is the spot for the night. Bit of an upgrade to last night, I must say. Thank you so much for this.
No problem, my brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep, pretty tired, wake up early, and do it all over again. I was woken up by the morning prayer right before 4 a.m. and packed up my stuff, hoping to be able to cover even more distance than the day prior. My legs and feet were starting to feel heavier, but I had no reason to complain, having just slept inside a house for once. What's up, little cow? Seeing cows in the street like this reminds me of India. So I just came across these cows here taking a swim. It's pretty hot out, so I kind of want to join them, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, things are now starting to get a little brutal. Been walking, well, since early morning, almost 12 right now. Legs are starting to fall apart, kind of feels like. 110 kilometers down though, in total, 30 today. Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing, see how I feel, but yeah, it's going slower and slower, but it is what it is. Yeah, I got some new friends here for the time being. But yeah, gotta keep on moving. As the hours went by, my feet would experience progressively more pain. I had been right in this place before where I spent the entire day walking for multiple days in a row. If there's one thing I can say about it, it's that it's one of the toughest forms of exercise you can do because the pain always increases, even when you think it can't get any worse. As luck would have it, I also ran completely out of water and hadn't eaten since I left the house in the morning. Furthermore, if I recall correctly, this was the first day where I did not get invited to a meal by a local, probably because I was moving through a more remote area than the days prior. How often do you get to the point where using a brick as pillow is comfortable? I made it to pretty much the town now, but I'm just too fucking tired. I can't be fucked to walk in further. I got no food. Actually, I got 2 apples. They're like emergency, but I don't have any water. My mouth is pretty dry right now. I don't know if it will focus. But 68,000 steps. Not too bad. Distance of today, 55 kilometers. Yeah, that was my little house last night. I woke up at like 10. There was a fucking bike beside me, like a motorbike. And I fell asleep again, it was gone. Now it's 4:40. Found this on the ground. I managed to get some water. There's just a police checkpoint behind me here, and they were super nice. I asked them to fill my bottle, which they did. Usually, I mean, I'm not supposed to film the checkpoints because, well, they don't really fucking like it. And they can get pretty fucking annoying too. Yesterday, they made me empty my bag a couple times. I asked for my passport, obviously. These guys didn't ask for anything, but yeah, sometimes they think I'm a journalist or some shit with my camera. It just takes a long fucking time to get through, but these guys are really nice and got some water, so super happy. The next mission is to get some food somewhere. I'm not even that hungry, I don't know what's going on, but I know my body needs it. So, yeah, that's the mission. Yeah, I've just been invited into this shisha shop by my new friend. He asked me if I had eaten today, and yeah, I was honest and said no, and then he told me to come in here. So yeah, shukran. Thank you.
Shukran, thank you very much. Tea?
You have tea here?
Tea?
Okay. Nasiriyah, 56 kilometers. I don't know if I'm gonna do it all today, but I'll push myself in that direction. It's getting fucking hot, man. Hottest day in Iraq so far. Yeah, this has become such a good challenge. I don't have much left though, luckily. It's 1 p.m. right now. I'm not too sure how many kilometers I've done. I did 31 an hour ago, so maybe like 35 right now, which is good. I've done a lot of progress today. I didn't think I was gonna get here this soon. So here's a food truck. Is there a supermarket here? That's my question. Nice mosque though. Assalamu alaikum. You have water? Okay. It's the best water I've had in a long time. Ice cold water coming straight out from the desert. Thanks to this guy. Gave it all for free. He gave me Oh Boy and Mardan from Turkey.
Turkey. Iraqi.
Iraqi?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, bye.
Bayat.
Despite my legs being in extraordinary pain, I managed to keep making progress throughout the day. It was the toughest day on the walk by far, and I was digging deeper than I had in a long time. As evening slowly crept in, I was stopped at a military checkpoint where they refused to let me continue due to the safety protocol between my current location and Nasiriyah, my final destination for this walk. Surprisingly, they let me go. I'm a bit confused, because first they said in between here and Nasiriyah, there is like a war going on. There's a lot of thieves. And then, right as I was leaving, they said everyone are super nice. Like, what the fuck? At first they were talking about getting me an escort or some shit. And I do not want to deal with that. About 2 minutes after I left the checkpoint, there was a car that pulled over with 2 older guys inside. They were the first unfriendly people I'd met in Iraq. They pointed at my camera and claimed I was an Israeli journalist whilst demanding to see my passport. I could tell that they had no affiliation with the government, hence why I refused to hand over my information. I eventually managed to walk away, and they came back another minute or so later, stepping out of the vehicle and accused me of the same thing once again. I pointed at the checkpoint, who had held me for a long enough time already, trying to explain that they were free to inquire with them about me if they had any doubts. After that, I literally just left. I didn't think too much of it up until a few minutes later. I was like, maybe I should have just given him a passport. I checked my phone earlier today. I don't have a SIM card, but I had Wi-Fi for a couple of minutes. And I saw a headline, and a couple of people messaged me saying like, I think Iran, they threw out like the biggest drone attack in history on Israel like last night. Obviously, the Iraqis, they don't like Israel. The only thing I'm kind of like curious about is like, is it common to have weapons, like shotguns or some shit in Iraqi homes? Because I'm just thinking like, if this guy is very serious, he might still think I'm Israel. He wants to fucking kill me. Does he want to do like a drive-by or some shit and fucking shoot me? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna sleep here. And then I wake up early and continue walking. Hopefully he doesn't see me. It's not a very hidden spot, but yeah, if I get shot, then it is what it is, I suppose. I made it to Nasiriyah the day after without being shot by paranoid locals. I asked myself why I had chosen this city as my final destination, since the place did not appear at all impressive, to put it lightly. With over 200 kilometers in 4 days, my feet were in a lot of pain, and I concluded that it was time to take it down a notch and enjoy a brief moment of rest. While sitting down in a broken bus stop, contemplating my options, a friendly man by the name of Mohammed approached me and invited me to his house. That was exactly what my body needed.
Listen, water new.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sorry, what's your name?
Tommy. What's your name?
Mohammed.
Mohammed.
I'm going on a trip. I got a new shirt on. Still same old pants, and I got a hat. We're going to the Ur.
The Ur?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's, well, I was supposed to read and see what the fuck it is, but it's an ancient temple of some sort of one of the oldest civilizations in the world. It's in this area, and we're gonna go check it out. There was a ton of history unfolding all around the area I found myself in, and one of the oldest civilizations in the history of mankind left its traces right there. The phrase oldest civilization in the world basically refers to the earliest human societies that developed cities, writing, and organized culture. In other words, the first group of people that lived beyond a hunter-gatherer lifestyle. We made it to the Ziggurat of Ore, and the boys managed to get me a local ticket, somehow under the pretense that I was an Iraqi, which meant I gained access for a fraction of the price I would otherwise pay alone. This temple was built about 5,000 years ago for the Sumerians' moon god. It was the city's center for religion, government, and trade, and an important symbol of their culture and beliefs. To be honest, I looked up most of the facts afterwards since we only had a limited time there, afraid the authorities would find out I was a foreigner. It was interesting to see this structure up close, and even more strange to comprehend how long ago 5,000 years actually is. We took some quick photos and went back home for some delicious kebab, taking advantage of the opportunity to stay the night. We got some kebab. Looking good.
Good, very good.
Very good.
Eat, Tom, eat.
Good morning. Yeah, I woke up about, let's say, 1.5 hours ago. Been walking for a little bit now, on my way to the highway. Gonna hit check to Baghdad because, yeah, that's the plan. I don't know, I wanna go to Baghdad. Yeah, my brain got a little bit fried yesterday after meeting 3 big families, a lot of people. I'm not that talkative, I try to be. But after a long ass walk and not too much sleep, it was a bit difficult yesterday. I was tired. But I got some sleep, woke up 4:30, and now we're at it again. Yeah, you can't really tell, but this dog is, I think he's eating another dog. He must be hungry as fuck. When رايح?
بغداد.
Baghdad. I go Baghdad.
بغداد؟
Yeah. Can I come with you? Can I come?
كنا احنا ايه.
Yes?
ايه يس.
Okay, thank you.
خلاص شكوا مقاولة تطلع من ابن عادل. خلاص هذا فكرة عندك ملياردير. ما يجون بدر ويقولوا له شنو انت؟
It didn't take long before I scored a ride, and luckily they were going all the way to the capital city, and before I knew it, I found myself standing right there. Before going, I should have considered coming up with a plan in order to avoid arriving purposeless with no clear objective. Instead, I ended up walking around aimlessly like I often tend to do in bigger cities. I ended up stealth camping in one of my sneakiest spots in a long time, where I somehow managed to squeeze through a gap between some concrete barricades and somebody's house. My head was less than a meter away from an incredibly loud and broken AC fan, which kept me awake for most of the night, but all in all, it wasn't too bad. Until the owner of the house came to fix his AC fan, that's when it was time to get the hell out of there. Okay, bye. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that spot is blown for the rest of the trip here in Baghdad. There was a checkpoint literally right outside the entrance yesterday, and I stood there for like an hour trying to get in, not knowing if the cops were looking at me or not. And then I just said, fuck it, you know what, I'll just go in, I'll see what happens. If they see me, I'll tell them I'm taking a piss. If they don't see me, alright, cool, mission completed. So I just fucking dove in there, and then I was good. Got some breakfast. This is yogurt without any flavor. This is pretty usual in Middle Eastern countries. I didn't really like it before, but now I think it tastes amazing. But I only got 2 hands and I need to eat with a spoon, so I can't film the process, but it's good as fuck. Barely ate anything yesterday, so yeah, it's nice to eat a little bit. I had been speaking to an Iraqi over Instagram who gave me some insight on the safety situation between Baghdad and the next big city of Mosul, which was about 500 kilometers further north. He strongly advised against hitchhiking on that road due to an unpredictable ISIS presence in the area. With nothing else to do and being overwhelmed by the city, I hopped into a shared taxi about 100 kilometers further north to check out some more ancient sites.
I thought it was going to be an hour ride from Baghdad. Man, it's past 5 right now. Or, no, almost 5. I don't know, it's been, I think, like 4 hours or something. Yeah, it took a lot of fucking time. Checkpoints after checkpoints. At one point they wanted to take my passport. I refused. I told them I would just go back. I wouldn't want to fucking come here and see it.
The area I found myself in now is considered as another sketchy place according to the guy I was speaking to. He would explain that this area is controlled by a Shia militia, despite the entire city being Sunni Muslims. So basically now, I found myself in the hands of a militia that had no affiliation with the Iraqi government whatsoever.
You know how many years old?
1,000.
Yeah?
1,000 years.
1,000?
200.
1,200 years.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What I was looking at was an incredibly old mosque, famous for its spiral minaret. Unfortunately, the site was under construction, so I wasn't able to climb to the top, but at least I gained free access. Samarra, where I currently found myself, used to be the capital of the Abbasid Empire for a period of time in the 9th century, and there are still huge remains of this caliphate scattered all around the area, which I plan to explore.
What's your name?
Tommy.
Tommy?
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Idris.
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 Nice to meet you. And hopefully the guards at the gate will let me continue my way up the road and not down, because I want to see more, but it's gonna get dark. I'm gonna have to set up camp somewhere, not too sure where. Everything is guarded as fuck out here. Yeah, these people ask me if I want some food. This is Allah and Ali and Anwar. Shukran. Yasin. Hey. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast, so I had to say yeah.
The evening was approaching fast, and the guys asked me about my plans for the night. I told them straight up that I planned on walking the next 20 kilometers to another minaret where I would be camping. I knew they wouldn't allow it, but I saw no other way except being honest, since the town I found myself in didn't have any hotels.
I've been offered to stay here on the property. Super nice of them. This is a dangerous area. These people are telling me it's dangerous as fuck. So yeah, they're letting me stay somewhere here. I'm not too sure where. At least I know I'll be safe.
You got this.
I can sleep here. And here you got water. Probably a place to shit too if I need. Oh, this for me.
Drink chai?
You have chai? Well, good.
هيجي لي شكرا خطيه هناك اللي مخوي باقي اللي لقيته بس وين اودي
I'm gonna take it further in now. It's like massive families here. I can sleep here. It's good. Oh, thank you. Oh. It's okay. Just go. Another day, another shower. I come back from the shower and I see this. No English. Arabic.
Just as I finished up eating and about to go to bed, a couple of soldiers blasted into the room to let me know that it was time to go.
I've been kicked out. I wasn't allowed to stay there apparently. This is a bit of a mess going on.
My name
What gun is this?
English.
What gun? This.
حماية.
They're gonna put me in a mosque now. The only thing I don't like about that is gonna be noisy. Oh.
نروح لابو دلف هسه ورجعناه يطلع خارج القطر.
الصبح خلينا نروح لابو دلف.
الصبح صباح
I go. Can I chill here? Okay. It sounded like there were a million people in here, and I came in. It's just like 3 people. I suppose I'll sleep here.
With all the loud noises going on, I squeezed some earplugs into my ears to block it all out and covered my eyes with a dirty t-shirt and went to sleep. Despite all the noises and the fact that the light was on the whole night, I ended up sleeping continuously for 11 hours, waking up way past sunrise.
Walking back to where I got dropped off yesterday. And then hopefully I can continue along the road and see some more stuff. That's the plan. Assalamu alaikum. It's gonna be another good day, I think. Hopefully not too many checkpoints, not too many questions, and not too much struggle.
Very good. Shukran.
Samarra.
Samarra. Whoa, very nice. Malwiya. Good. I have really just been dropped off in the absolute fucking nowhere. Thumbs up, Iraq. I still can't believe I'm in Iraq, to be honest. I'm about to leave soon, but... Breakfast is sorted. 3 boiled eggs. What more do you want? Honestly, probably a bit more food, but other than that, like, can't complain too much. The plan is, well, I'm gonna chill out here for a bit more, just take it in, and then eventually hit the road. Try to hitchhike north. Once I'm crossing to Kurdistan, like, the area should be safe again. Assalamu alaikum. You go this way. Hey. Yeah? Can I go Aldor or Tikrit or anywhere? Shukran.
Despite being warned about using hitchhiking as a method to progress further north, I ended up taking my chances anyway. Hitchhiking in this part of Iraq ended up being quite difficult. I had to wait longer for each ride, and every military checkpoint was giving me a more difficult time compared to in the south of the country, and resulted in me losing rides quite often. I made my way over the bridge and across the Tigris River, where I spotted Saddam Hussein's blown up palace in the distance. Once back on the main highway, I continued seeking thumbs, hopeful to make it all the way to Mosul, about 200 kilometers further north.
شو اسمك؟
My name is Farqad.
فهد.
Farqad.
فرقد.
This is food in Iraq.
Okay. Should I take it? Shukran. Thank you so much. This is insane. So good. Yeah, stopped at another checkpoint and I lost my car once again. Great. Thumbs up.
After hitchhiking through the entire day and getting stuck at various checkpoints on the way, I now found myself in Mosul, which meant I'd made it past the most dangerous areas on my route to the north. Just like every city I go to, I had no plan and preferred to be alone, so I walked up the stairs of a construction building and enjoyed the view of the city before making my bed for the night. I ended up here for the night. Not the worst place to spend the night in my opinion. It should be smooth sailing now all the way up to the Turkish border, which I'm gonna try to spend at least a day in Kurdistan, so I'm gonna go up to Dahuk. Hopefully though, I don't get woken up by some confused construction men. Couldn't really tell if this was active or not, but I'm just gonna sleep and then try to get out when it just about gets light out. I think that's the plan. Unless I'm super tired in the morning, sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just sleep in, but... Thankfully, no construction workers came in to bother me in the night, and I woke up feeling refreshed. I lingered just long enough to appreciate the morning view, soaking in the colors and the quiet before gathering my gear and hitting the road. The further north I progressed, the more vibrant the colors became. Greenery gradually came into full view, joined by mountaintops, marking a clear shift from the stagnant, dry, and colorless desert I'd been traveling through the last 2 months. Watching the scenery change made me realize that my time on the Arabian Peninsula was soon about to conclude. In the end, I couldn't have possibly hoped for a better experience during my travels, not to mention how grateful I was for the odd fate that had brought me there in the beginning. My journey through federal Iraq was challenging, but if there's one thing I took away, is that the people are by far the friendliest I've met in any country. And if you watch the entire video, I don't even need to explain why. At this point, having crossed into Kurdistan, I was welcomed by yet another language, culture, and, like I mentioned, entirely new scenery, with the spring in full swing. With all these changes, it felt as though I'd stepped into a completely different world, and I can't even begin to explain how excited I was for the next upcoming weeks.